Taking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
54 Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing something.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field.
That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Son, together. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. Time to end it. Be a long day for you. Cut his left. Hey, 4 down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check. Watch 54. Bring it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch it.
On first down, it's Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 96 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
So don't say nothing.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. We own them. We own them.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the bootleg. Wilson forced out to his left. Dorsett's got it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go. Hey, alert. Here I come.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
Mike's 42. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you.
Again, Wilson. And that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's get it.
What? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball, Gina. Let's get that ball right here.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Cut.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
42's the money. Hey, I'm coming.
On first down, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Right there.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Panthers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.